الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Hi viewers, today we're gonna have another lecture about Python programming, and in this lecture we will cover about operators and their usage in Python. It is very important topic that you should have a very clear understanding so you can make a use of these operators in your programming language. So we will do small examples and then you can follow me on opening a w3schools.com, and we will cover all these operators one by one. Okay, so as we are on the W3 schools and we are on the Python operator, so we were going to cover some arithmetic operator, assignment operator, comparison, some logical operator, identity operator. So these are different operators we're going to cover. So we're going to cover one by one. So the first one is just an addition. If you want to add two values, let's say x is equal to 5, y is equal to 3. So you just said x plus y, that is the result you will get at. So let's say if you want to say z is equal to x plus y, and then you want to print the value of z, so you can do that way as well by adding these values, assigning this to a variable, and is the same thing, or you can just do it as it is in the print function. Okay, so this is an addition one. So the next one we're going to do is a subtraction. It's the same. And for the subtraction in Python, you just use a hyphen on your keyboard. So 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. And as I previously mentioned, that you can have another variable, let's say z is equal to x minus y. And if you want to do very calculation like that, you can put them in a bracket, and then you can say that I want to add a value of 10 here, and then I want to print this value z. So what you're going to do, so x will be subtracted from y, and then it will add a value 10 into it, and then that value will be saved into a variable z, and then here you can print it. So we're going to run that. So that should print it out 12, which is it is. You can see that it has printed number 12. So you can make a use of plus and minus, so you can do that that way as well. So you can make it all very complicated maths by using these fundamental operators of plus, minus, and here it is just multiplication. For the multiplication, we use this asterisk sign, which is you press the shift key down and a number 8 on your keyboard, you will see there's this asterisk sign. So here we can make a use of another thing. Let's say z is equal to x plus y, and then minus x minus y, and then what you can do, you can put a bracket around it, and then you can multiply with 10. So the first result will give you a 5 minus 3, that will be added up 8, and then here it will be 5 minus 3, that is 2. So 8 minus 2, that will be 6, and 6 times 10. So then here we should print it the value of z, and we should get the result according to that, which is 60. Okay, so you can make a use of the bracket. This is just like a bracket as you do in a maths, and simply put a bracket around it, and then you do very basic arithmetic, and you can make a use of more than one operator at the same time, and then you can if you want to save the result, put them into a variable, and then you can print that variable. Okay, so another one is a division. For division, we use, this is called slash, which is like a italic line. So 12 divided by 3, that is 4. Let's say if you want to say 15 divided by 3, that should give you 5. And that is 5 there. So then you can make a use of plus, minus, multiplication and division by means of z is equal to, let's say I want to 3 times 5, which is 15, and I want to divide it by, let's say, divided by y, which is 3. So I can make a use of other variables which are already storing a value. So all I'm saying that 3 times 5, which is 15, and then divide by y, which is 3. So 15 divided by 3, that should give me 5. So, and then you can print the value of z over here. So, and in this way you can make a use of more than one operator at the same time, and you can see that it has printed 5. So you can make a use of different variables within your operations, and you can recall them at any point and make a use of it. So this was a division. The next one is called the modulus, which is basically modulus is a function which is like you divide 5 with 2, and whatever is the remainder, you are interested in the remainder. What is the remainder? This is sometime we do in order to just find it out whether it is odd or even. So let's say if it is equal to 6 and you run it, and it should return you a 0, because 2 divided by 6 divided by 2, it will return the remainder as 0. So, and so we can put it a logic if a x modulus y, which means, and then we can say okay, let's say if we say is equal to 0, then print it as even, or else print it as odd. So I'm going to, so let's take this out. So what we're saying that if x modulus y is equal to 0, then it is even, otherwise it is odd, and it is an if logic. So yeah, so as you can see that yes, it is equal to 0 and it is even. So let's say if we type it 5 and then we do it, so x modulus y is equal, and that it is showing that it is odd because the remainder of 5 divided by 2 is 1, and so it doesn't satisfies this condition. So this is basically false, which we learned in the previous lecture in the Boolean. So we can compare that. So this is another operator called equal. So this is a comparison operator, which we will learn later on as well. Okay, the next one is called exponent. So let's say sometime we want 2 to the power something, or something value to the something. So which is an exponent, which is like I want 2 to be multiplied 5 times. Instead of doing it step by step, I can make a use of these 2 asterisk sign, which means x, which is 2 to the power y, which is 5, which means multiply 2 5 times. And if you want to make a use of that, let's say z is equal to let's say 10, and time, let's say q is equal to 2, and I want to say print, and I would say z and to q. What does that mean? It is basically same as saying that 10 times 10. So which is so that is similar thing of this. So we can make a use of this. And if, let's say, if we have to do, so here with the help of multiplication with the asterisk, you have to do this. But with the help of this exponent operator, you can simply type in and then you say how many times you want to multiply it. So you can run that and then you will see the result and will give you, see here you can see that it is 100, which is 10 to the power 2, which is this. That is exponential. Another one is called a floor division, which is basically when you divide, like here you can see that if 15 divided by 2, that comes as decimal things. So with a normal division, you see, so it will give you like 7 point something something 7.5. What we are interested in, we do a flooring. We want to just, and there is a seal and a floor, which is just like a round off a data. As if you know in science, in a mathematics, round off data, then you will be better make a use of this floor function. So sometimes we are interested into the whole number, we want to round off the data, and here it is, we have done it. Okay, so this is a floor function. So this is simple, assigning a value x is equal to 5. This is interesting one, x is equal to 5, and then this is x plus equal to 3. What does that mean? This above is similar as saying x is equal to x plus 3. So this one is same like that. So what we're saying that whatever is the value in x, add a value 3, and whatever is the result, assign it back into a variable x. So this is the same as this thing. Let's say if I type it the same thing, x is equal to x plus 3. So let me first take this out. First you run it this and you got the value 8, and now I'm going to do this thing and I'm going to take this out, this value, and I'm going to run this, and I'm going to print it out after that, and I should get the same value, which is 8. So this is same. So this and x plus equal to 3, they both are the same thing. Okay, so this is addition and assignment. In the same way you can do with the this way, like subtraction for division, multiplication, division, modulus, flooring, exponent. So these are the same thing, we can do that. So let's do that one. So what we're saying, like x is equal to 5, and I want to have exponent of 5 to 3 times. So what is this saying is x is equal to x and exponent of 3. So same as above. So this is same as this one. So you get the same result. So if I take this out and I do this thing, and I should also get 125, which it is. Okay. Okay. We will stop here. We will continue Python operator in the next lecture. I hope you have enjoyed this lecture and you are able to follow my instruction very easily, and we are learning step by step Python. We are building our fundamentals in Python. Once we have a strong fundamentals in Python, then we can design any complicated code within a Python. It is very important for you to learn all these fundamentals first before you can build it up a very strong Python programming. Please let me know how do you feel about these lectures. Share with your friend and subscribe to my channel. Abdurrahim Khan from Free IT Education.